Greetings. I'm Harvey Cthulhu. It's more important than ever to subscribe to Doomcock and support him in his efforts to save pop culture. Please subscribe and please hit the notification bell because YouTube has changed its algorithm and so smaller channels like us are getting shunted aside. Please subscribe. Thank you.
The news came out yesterday that Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy will be working together to make a new Star Wars movie. Working together, building a better tomorrow today, making a team effort. These corporate-friendly phrases, in this case, are positive spin for the fact that the Star Wars franchise is in a tailspin, heading down to Earth in flames. Were that not the case, Disney would not be pulling Feige away from his duties at Marvel and sending out what can only be described as a distress signal and a stinging indictment of Kathleen Kennedy's shepherding of the franchise. Way back when Disney acquired Star Wars, Feige made a play for control of the rebranded franchise. He was a fan. He's always been a fan of Star Wars, and at the time, Disney decided it was too much power for one producer who was already a massive player in the Marvel Universe, and, more importantly, appointing Feige to be in control of Star Wars or even to work alongside Kathleen Kennedy on Star Wars would have been seen as infringing on Kathleen Kennedy's authority. Star Wars was her turf. She was George Lucas's handpicked successor, and Disney wanted to support her entirely. And look where that got them. This announcement reflects a change in Disney's thinking that is striking and profound once you get past the seemingly cheerful, optimistic spin. But what does this change mean? And what prompted it? The answer is simple. Solo's failure. The Last Jedi sundering the fandom in twain. Star Wars merchandise sales down, Galaxy's Edge failing so spectacularly in both locations that they fired the female executive in charge of the theme park's development. Star Wars is a train wreck, has been a train wreck for years, and all that's changed is that Disney is finally acknowledging it. Now Kathleen Kennedy's failure is complete, and although they are claiming Feige is working with Kathleen Kennedy, Feige doesn't work with anyone. Feige is always the boss on any project he takes on. That is well known and was amply demonstrated in Midnight Edge's excellent video about this change in the Star Wars production power structure. Before the cascading failure of the Star Wars franchise, Disney didn't want it to look like the most prominent female producer in Hollywood was being pushed aside by a dominant white male. But now they really don't give a shit. Things with Star Wars have gotten so bad, the fandom split so thoroughly, the losses in revenue trending so dismayingly that they don't care if it's perceived that Kathleen Kennedy is being shunned and replaced. Because even though they'll pay lip service to the team Feige and Kathleen Kennedy are building together, everyone in the business sees the writing on the wall. This move is a tacit admission that Star Wars under Kathleen Kennedy is a failure, is in decline, and Lucasfilm is taking desperate measures to right the ship. But will this move save Star Wars? Is it really good news that Feige is coming to seize the reins? Hell no, it's not, because the shift of the MCU to the MCU is happening on Feige's watch. And that shift amply demonstrates that Feige has gone woke as fuck. She-Thor, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, the Avengers, which were retroactively named after Carol Danvers' fighter jet, even though she was a test pilot who never saw combat. So what exactly she was avenging is a complete mystery, but never mind. With a brain like this taking control of Star Wars, and rumor has it he's casting Brie Larson as the lead, is this a positive sign? To quote a prominent Jedi, now matters are worse. Meet the new boss same as the old boss. And the rumor regarding Disney planning to pair Brie Larson with Spider-Man to increase her likability is true. It might just be a glimmer of hope that Disney realizes this ultra-woke garbage they've been trying to peddle isn't really selling and is only alienating their core audience. But on the other hand, if they do cast Brie Larson in Star Wars moving forward, if they erroneously conclude that the problem lies not with Brie Larson herself, but with the Captain Marvel character, Star Wars is screwed. And so are the fans. Mark my words, Feige is no savior for Star Wars, not unless there's been a fundamental shift in Disney's philosophy, away from the Wokeville they've been peddling towards, and back to that galaxy far, far away that we all fell in love with so long ago. Ha 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 ha